This episode is brought to you by the Slash and Cast Podcast Network. Learn more at slashandcast.net.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Silver Screen Scream Show. My name's Kirby.
My name is Jesse.
And how are you doing, you sexy little bitch?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty damn good. I had a 4-day weekend and it felt great. Just started back work today, which is Tuesday, the day we are recording this.
Mm-hmm.
And, that wasn't too fun. I mean, it's work,
Yeah,
but
I mean, it is what it is. I get
make
it.
the best of what you can, I guess.
Right? Make the best of a bad situation.
What have you been up to, though?
Let's see. Other than I had a 3-day weekend and I just relaxed, really. I mean, nothing crazy has gone on. Other than like the same old shit, school, work. I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight, which is I completely blame 100% of it on you.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
actually very good at it now. I think I've won more than I've lost on my own, surprisingly.
Heck
And
yeah.
JR actually has complimented me on it, which is very rare because he usually doesn't. He's like, "Oh, you're getting very good at this game." I was like, "Yeah, I know." Like,
Heck yeah.
So, other than like just that, which, of course we've been playing together.
Yeah.
It's the same shit, different day. So
I feel you. They actually, we'll talk about that during the news because it has something to do with Dead by Daylight.
I will tell you something that I did watch, and I recommend that you watch it because you might already have watched it. It's called The Summer of 88 or 84.
Summer of 84?
Summer of
No,
84.
I haven't seen it
What
yet.
is
I've
wrong
heard
with
really
me?
good things.
It is.
I don't know. It's like Channel 1, right?
Yeah, I keep calling it. Yeah. Oh my God, I hate my life. Anyways, you need to watch it. I called Mom immediately and was like, "Mom, you and Brian have to watch this movie. Like, it is so like even if, it's good whenever JR watches a movie with me and it's a scary horror film, and because he hates horror films.
Yeah.
So when he watches it and he gives it a 9 out of 10, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that right there just tells you it's literally that good. So other than that, that's like the only, I guess, horror related thing I've recently have done aside from gaming. So,
Well, since the last time we've spoken, I haven't watched anything, not horror related or just anything in general. I haven't watched a damn thing because last Friday, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 Remastered came out, and I've completely given up my life for this game. I beat it. I literally beat the whole entire game on Sunday. 100%. 100% the campaign, at least. There's still a shit ton of challenges I got to do, but I have 100% of the first game and the second game, and, that was a grind, but I got it done, and I think there's like 1,000 challenges I got to get done now, so.
oh my God.
I just unlocked a secret character, an alien, and that was intense, but I got it.
I literally wish I could be in a room with you watching you because you're just like my brother, and just you not getting what you need to do correct. I could just like, oh my God, that would have
If I didn't have my brother-in-law over or anything, I probably would have freaked out a little bit messing up. But luckily, I had some teamwork on my end.
okay. Well, there you go. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. So
We went hard. But
oh,
also, we played Dead by Daylight. That was a lot of fun. But I haven't watched anything.
Well, that's, which is totally fine, I mean, it's kind of like Summer of 84. I honestly just got picked at a very random time. And I started trying to watch a horror film last night because it has a character who I love that's in the Umbrella Academy series that's on Netflix. And
Yeah.
I was trying to watch it, and it was absolutely fucking terrible. So within 15, 20 minutes, I was like, okay, if this is a good one, I'm going to share it to the page because I want to get people's feedback. And 15 minutes and I was like, I can't watch this. This is absolute garbage.
It's like Scream 3, the TV show. I tried, I finished it, but I watched it. Like I finished it, but it was very hard for me to finish. And China was like, no, this is terrible.
I liked it. I did, which we've already, we can agree to disagree, can't we?
I guess.
Whatever. Anyways.
But let's go ahead and say that we just hit over 1,000 likes.
Yeah.
We just last week talked about hitting over 500 likes.
Yes.
And now this week we have over 1,000.
Funny enough, I looked at Chris, like, what was it, last week? And I said, oh my God, Chris, our goal for the rest of the year is to get to like 1,000 likes by Christmas. That's literally what I said. And Chris was like, yeah, I think we can do it. We can do it. It's good. And then like, as that was like last week, right?
Yeah.
As the days went on and we started gaining people, I looked at Chris and I was like, oh, well, maybe by Halloween. And then it went from Halloween to, oh, well, maybe by the end of September. And then finally, Chris said to me,
literally last night, I was like, we're going to hit 1,000 tonight.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, I know. And I was like, holy shit, what the hell happened?
And I looked at the last number I seen before I went to sleep was like 990. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to bed. And I wake up and I woke up and it was like 1,014. And I seen your post that you created. And
I know. Now we have like 1,050,
and that's so cool because it's like, the things that we share, to our page and from our page to other pages and stuff like that is like such a good thing because I feel like very connected with this community of people who enjoy like the same shit that we do.
Oh yeah.
And to hear, like, I love reading the comments and hearing the feedback and, and the fact that people are actually find our page interesting and likes our material, I think that's just so great. You know what I mean? I definitely didn't expect that. So
no, I didn't either. And for those of you all that have been commenting and liking and sharing and liking the page, everyone that's been taking part, we really do appreciate everyone. We try to respond to absolutely everyone. And we thank you all from the bottom of our hearts. I mean, I've said it before, even after 500 likes, I was like, I did not expect us to get the acknowledgements that we are getting, and the fact that was literally a week ago, and it jumped up like 500 more just blows my mind.
And I just, I'm kind of like a little sentimental with it in a way because it's like when we started this, it was very, 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 it's still small, but like it was very new. And, we weren't a part of anything. And it's like, we didn't really know what to do, in order to, show people like our different variety of like, love for horror. And it's like within no time, it's like we've done really cool interviews. We have had people on. We are a part of a network now. And it's like our page keeps growing and growing. And we have all these other ideas that we want to put on, do and stuff and that we're going to do. And I don't know. I'm just like, I'm so thankful to be a part of this. I'm very thankful that you asked me to be a part of this. You know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate it because I asked you last year and basically you were like, fuck off. And I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. It definitely wasn't like that.
I was like, do you want to start a podcast? And you're like,
yeah.
Ew, fuck off.
Whatever.
I was like,
he's being dramatic, everyone. No, honestly, I wish I would have when you did start this. I'm glad that when you decided to come back and start it again, that you asked me and it's just worked out so perfectly. So.
Yeah. I see nothing but growth constantly. And I think we're going to keep growing and growing and growing. And I love that. I think, the sky's the limit. Really. Yeah. I mean, I think as long as we keep pushing ourselves, we're going to keep engaging with more people. The more people are going to engage with us. And, we'll just take it day by day because we still do what we did. Even I did last year. We still just wing it. Literally.
We really do. And it's very raw material. Like I noticed that I seen a commercial on Hulu, I think the other day, and it was a commercial of a girl hiring someone for her and her friend's podcast. And it's like they scripted it out and stuff. And it's like I was sitting there thinking, okay, no, we don't do that. Like it's raw material you guys are like hearing. Like it's nothing like, yeah, we jot down ideas of things to talk about. But other than that, it's just like me and him just literally just talking about whatever's in our head. So
it truly, like, I know some people do a lot of edits in their podcast because they'll take certain things out to make it a little bit shorter. But really, we don't edit anything out unless I do like a fucking burp or something, and I'll remove that
comment that I've made.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone listened to it.
No.
God, I feel like we need to just let it. Jesse, you already brought it out.
I hate you. Okay, can I tell it? Because it won't seem as embarrassing.
Fine.
Okay, last week. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm telling you all this. Last week, while we were recording, I had to pause Chris, and I said, "Chris, you got to pause this. Like, I have to go use the restroom. Like, I have to go shit."
You didn't say use the bathroom.
I had to go shit. Okay, that's what I fucking said.
I have to take a massive shit.
And why did I say that? What did I say?
You were like, I was like, oh my God, no. And you were like, I'm sorry, the spicy nuggets went right through me.
So I go, okay, and I come back 5 minutes later. Well, Chris normally, in scenarios like that, he'll edit that part out that way, there's like, it all fits together, So he forgets to do this and publishes it like
I completely fucking forgot and published it with that in there. And I listen to our episode every morning the day it's launched and listen to it just to make sure if I caught any mistakes. And I did. I definitely caught that mistake. I was literally at work. My eyes went really fucking big. I ran to the bathroom just to remove the episode.
Yeah.
And So that's
and he messaged
why
me and was like, "You're gonna hate me."
That's why I was delayed until Saturday, because I needed to go ahead and go home and re-edit that part out.
Oh my gosh.
Also, I messed up on the intro. As soon as the intro song ended, it was like a minute and a half before we actually started talking. So it was just silence. And I was like, how the fuck did I mess up all this?
Oh my gosh. I can't deal with it anymore.
You're like, okay, we need to hire someone else.
Okay. If you're good and I'm good, how about we just go to the news now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the motherfucking news.
Let's go.
I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left.
Did you really put her liver in the mailbox? Because I heard that they found her liver in the mailbox. That she had something in her pancreas.
Innocent teenagers. The blackest eyes.
Leave her alone.
The devil's eyes.
All right, Jesse, welcome to the news, where we talk about our latest newsy news in the horror genre. And I got some news for you.
Do you? Because I have none. Like, I don't have any news. Like, none.
Yeah, I do have some news here.
Give it to me.
Let's see here. A new podcast got added onto the network.
Fabulous.
Called the Deep Cut Podcast.
I've seen that, yes.
And it seems pretty interesting. They're really... it's a cinema-focused podcast, so they're going to be more focused on the technical film side of it, from what I'm guessing. I haven't got the chance to listen to it, but it sounds really interesting, and I cannot wait to check that out. Because
I love that.
I love using a camera. I'm not the best at doing film work, but I would like to learn. I know me and you've talked about doing little shorts for the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And,
we have. Definitely.
That'd be a lot of fun, and I'm sure we could learn a lot from it, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that because that's so original, and I don't feel like other people really, have that I know of. And I think I love being a part of a network that's full of variety. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like everyone is different. Nobody is like the same. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
When people go on there to look for different podcasts to listen to, it's just like everyone has their own flavor.
Yeah. And I couldn't agree more with you, Jesse. Really, I think all of us, we are all horror-based shows, but we all have different takes and opinions on it, and it is so interesting just figuring out everything. So what you said, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Other than podcast news, we have another fucking Nike shoe coming out, and it's a fucking Freddy Krueger inspired sneaker.
Okay.
And it looks fucking terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Some people, I'm gonna send this to you.
Yeah, send that to me. I need to see what it looks like. I feel like I've seen this maybe.
I don't know. Gosh. All I know is this shit is fucking.
Oh no.
And I want to get them because I'm like, oh man, Freddy inspired shoes, but fuck that.
My God.
They look like fucking Papal shoes.
What the shit is? Wait a minute.
And I bet people are going to wear blue jeans with these shoes just like their New Balance sneakers.
What's even worse is people were actually going to buy these. Like, people will pay money for these. Oh my God.
I know. They're Air Max, I think, which, Air Maxes are popular shoes, but that design is horrendous. It is so bad.
Design is...
They don't even look like Freddy. Freddy's fucking sweater is green and red, and this is brown and red with gray and a cream color. It looks like a fucking hiking boot, basically.
I'm very, very disappointed in that because, one, I personally don't think that people should make shoes like that. I just don't. T-shirts and hats and... whatever is fine.
I don't know if they made some Nike SBs, Nike skateboarding shoes, inspired by it or something. Yeah, I would take my whole life savings to buy those shoes. Of course you would.
China's up in her bedroom right now thinking, no, you won't.
She's like, thank you, Jesus, and I hope you don't make that shoe.
Yeah. Oh, I know that's what's happening. But that's very.
I wonder how much this fucking shoe is.
Oh my gosh, how much? No, watch it be like $200.
It's Air Max 95 style. So that's probably why it looks like shit.
Okay,
because
that makes sense though.
Fuck, I don't know. Some people may love this, but
hey, if you're into that kind of thing, then all more power to you. I'm not. I'm gonna save my money.
Yes, it doesn't have a price. I don't think.
I'd say it's probably going to be about $100.
I'd say it's about $200 some dollars.
Probably,
in all honesty, I know Nike shoes.
So, it's like what, 25 years old, 1995. Yeah. So they're going from a design from that time. So yeah, I'd say. Oh hell no, no. Mm-mm.
Nope, it doesn't have a price, and no matter what, if it was $25. Well, if it was $25, I'd probably buy it, but nothing more than that, damn it.
Yeah. So
let's see here.
Hell no.
A new book called The Science of Stephen King will reveal the truth behind Pennywise, Cujo, and more. So that's going to be cool. It's basically going to delve deep into everything Stephen King related, behind time travel and parallel universes in the Dark Tower series in 11/22/63. It's going to explain the lack of sleep affect the human body like in insomnia. Is it possible for horrific creatures to exist like in Night Shift? And just a shit ton of other stuff. Jason Simone, good guy, actually showed me that they are going to be releasing this. He sent it to me. They're going to release it October 6th, and you can get it on Amazon for only $13. So I'm going to scoop that bitch. It's written by Meg Halfdale and Kelly Florence.
Oh my God.
Why the fuck are you laughing?
Just the way you said it. I don't know.
They're also the authors of The Science of Monsters and The Science of Women in Horror. So that'll be cool. So if you all want to check out them, check out those books. And if you're a Stephen King fan like I am, check out that book because it looks cool. Rob Zombie's Halloween and Halloween 2 soundtracks is coming to vinyl by Waxwork Records. That seems interesting. I will say the Halloween soundtrack that Rob Zombie made was pretty good. I thought it was pretty intimidating with the scary sound effects. You know, I mean, it's Halloween. You're going to want it either way. And the art style of this fucking vinyl cover and everything looks incredible. It looks comic booky.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it
here
looks
for that.
really comic booky.
Okay.
Friday the 13th Part 2, if you buy the deluxe edition box set from Scream Factory, you'll be able to get a uncut gore footage of Friday the 13th Part 2. So that footage that you barely got to see in Friday the 13th Part 2 and stuff that you didn't get to see, you'll be able to get it in the Friday the 13th box set by Scream Factory. Only $150.
Oh.
And yeah, I want to get that so fucking bad.
Okay. I mean, I could see
And-
you spending money on that for sure.
Would you?
No, I would just wait till you bought it and then I would just use yours.
Oh. Well, I can say that that's probably okay, considering you let us borrow your Friday the 13th box set from ages ago, and
That
we
was
still
like
fucking have
15
it.
years ago, and y'all
Yeah.
still got it. So yeah,
I'm
whatever.
sorry.
It's fine.
Let's see here. There may be some more stuff. There's a new movie that Danielle Harris is going to be in called Redwood Massacre:
Yep.
Annihilation.
I already checked it out. I guess I did have a little bit of news. I actually just was checking on that yesterday because I was trying to look up the last Hatchet film to watch, and I can't.
I heard
find
it was on Shudder. The one,
yes.
fuck, what's
It's
the name
called
of it?
Victor Crowley.
Victor Crowley. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could have swore Zach from We Came From Beneath the Sea said that in their most recent episode. I think
okay. I'll check it
released
out
it
when I
on
go
Shudder.
downstairs because I love her. Who doesn't love her? But yeah, I seen that that's this year, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
From what I saw, I
So-
haven't watched the trailer yet. I
haven't
really
either.
want to start doing trailer reactions
Yes,
for the page.
yes.
That way,
yes.
with these trailers, we can just record ourselves reacting to them. That way, if someone wants to see us smile over goofy stuff and nerd out, they'll be able to. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm here for it.
Let me see. I don't think there's one more piece of news that I'll go over. It's nothing huge, but the writer Adam Neville, the writer of The Ritual, is coming out with a novel called No One Gets Out Alive, and it's also he made a novel called No One Gets Out Alive, and it's actually being turned into a Netflix movie. So that's going to be interesting because The Ritual movie I fucking loved.
Yeah.
So I think this will be fantastic.
I'm here for it.
So yeah, I think that'll turn out really good. And that's all the news I fucking have.
Okay. Well, I mean, let's just dive right into it.
We'll go
What do
ahead
you
and
think?
dive into the main topic of this episode. It's pretty juicy. Let me go ahead and clarify why I wanted to do this. Last week, I wanted to listen to some old episodes I did last year. And my God, they were cringy. And compared to us in February to now, God, that's even cringy. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah,
we just
we were
steadily,
trash.
yeah.
We're getting
still are
better as we
trash.
go on.
We still definitely are trash. We're a little bit polished.
Gosh.
It's like you find a dirty hamburger laying on the ground
Mhm.
and you just kind of wipe the dust off. That's where we are right now.
Okay, I don't like that.
Oh, my bad.
I'm gonna have to come up with a better metaphor for us.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. No, I think as we've done this, we have now a rhythm, and I don't think we had that. I think we were trying to figure out our rhythm. The moment for
Yeah.
me when I realized we were sloppy as hell was when we did our first movie review. That was so horrendous. I won't
Which
even
one was
listen
that?
to-
The Invisible
that was
Man?
The Invisible Man.
But,
I will not
I kind
listen
of
to
loved that one.
I mean, I won't listen to that because we were just so slow, and it gave me such anxiety. And then that's when I remember getting off there and being like, okay, me and him have to sit down and come up with a thing, a rhythm on how to
One
do
thing I
this.
think we'll do better, because that was the spoiler filled type episode of a new
Yeah.
movie. We need to fucking write down notes or something,
Yeah.
plot points that we want to cover throughout the film.
Right.
And I feel like that'll help because we're
know.
sloppy bitches.
Well, listen, when I was watching Summer of '84 the other day, JR goes, "What are you?" Before he sat down and watched it with me, he goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm sitting here taking mental notes." He's like, "What do you mean mental notes?" I'm like, "Mental notes. for the page. And he's like, oh my God. And he just like went about his day. Like he could just like, you know what I mean? So yes, I absolutely agree with you and we'll definitely do that. So
I
but
know.
tell
I'll
us,
sit there.
so
real
is that
quick.
why?
I just wanted to say that I do the same thing. Me and China, I'll be like, you want to watch a movie? And she'll be like, this isn't for your podcast, isn't it? And I'll be like, oh my God, everything is for the pod. Don't you know?
Duh. Anything horror related will always.
Yeah, we'll always talk about it. But no, last year I did an episode called Kills, Kills, and More Kills. And for one, that was a terrible title. I thought it was clever, but you didn't really fucking explain what that episode was about. So basically what we're doing today is we're going to cover our top 10 kills of all time, 2020. I'm going to try to make this a yearly thing just to put this mental note inside your head.
Okay.
These are just our opinions.
Yes.
They're probably a shit ton better kills, but these are kills
God,
that we
yes.
thought about in the last couple of days. And we're like, okay, these kills have significance to us at this moment of time. That's why we're going to do this yearly.
This list literally took me 15 minutes on a car ride. I literally went from my house to the Dollar General.
Yeah, it took me like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and the way I worked it is I'll like starting at number 10 is the least, probably my like it's they're all my favorite and they're all what I consider the top 10 best, but there's always like number one's obviously going to be the one that really got me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Did you
and
do
some
yours
of-
that way too?
Yeah, for the most part. Some of them are a little bit lighthearted and a little bit goofy, but they
There we
still
go. Yes.
kind of intrigued me. And I was
Mhm.
like, some of them, especially number 10 for me, made me die laughing.
Me too.
So
Well,
I
not
was
die
like,
laughing.
okay.
I was very upset. Very, very
Yeah,
upset.
this kill, number 10 for me, made me die laughing. And that's why I think it's in my top 10 kills of all time, because it would just cracked me up so bad.
Yeah. So this is our top 10 kills of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And this isn't just 2020 films. Let me just say that. It's of all types of
think-
different films.
I think that they just figured it was the year, Chris.
Okay.
You read way too into
My
that.
bad.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, do you want to start or would you like me to start?
Shit, I don't care. I'll go first.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right. Number 10, Prom Night, the original film. And it's when the killer beheaded the fucking, what's that fucking bully's name? Because I mentioned it before to you.
I might as well just bring up IMDb because I feel like this is going to happen frequently through here.
Where the fuck is he? Because he
Oh my
cracked me
gosh.
up.
Was it Rex? Was that his name? Rex? No. It was.
He had a unibrow.
Yeah, Friday the 13th theme playing now. It was Nick.
Was
No.
it Nick?
I
Fuck,
believe
what
it-
is that guy's name?
I'm pretty sure. I think it was. Or is it Lou?
It
There-
might be Lou.
There's Lou. There's Drew. There's Alex. That's the brother. There's Nick. Nick, I think, was the boyfriend. I
It's
believe
Lou.
it was.
It's
Yeah.
Lou, that fucking unibrowed bastard.
Yeah,
No.
that's yeah.
But
I'm
that
looking
scene
right
where
at
the killer cut off his head and he accidentally sliced a wire and got electrocuted all to hell. And he literally fucking got shocked backwards and slid across the floor. It was the fucking goofiest ass thing I've ever seen. I died laughing when I saw it, and I
Yeah.
think that will fit my number 10 for this year.
I think that one for me, I think it was just probably the best scene in the entire movie because up until that point, I was bored out of my mind.
You were just like, like that
Yeah.
killer really was fucking silly as hell. Like,
Yeah.
he chased that one girl for like 10 fucking minutes, man.
Yeah.
And then he goes for that guy and just gets electrocuted, and it cracked me up.
Right. Exactly. So my top 10 is from the film. And I want to mention that a lot of I have 4 kills that are from the same series. So I just want you to know that there some of them are mixed in here.
Same.
Number 10 is from the film Deep Blue Sea, when Dr. Susan died at the very end of the movie. Basically, she was trying to save everyone. And I think that when I first watched that film, I wasn't expecting her to die because she was the like final girl of that film. I really like, she was the main character. So
Yeah.
I just assumed she was going to live, and then she didn't. And I was very like kind of almost overwhelmed and shocked by
You're
that.
like, what? Excuse me?
What?
No, that's what your reaction was.
Yeah, definitely. So that to me, but the kill, like the CGI for the time, which was like 2001, I believe, was very, very well, because you have to like consider like what time period it is. So early 2000s. And I think that it was very, very well thought out. And I love that kill. That's one of my favorites. So
I haven't seen Deep Blue Sea in a long time, and I feel like I need to.
Yes.
Because it is a good movie. I do like it.
It is. All right.
My number 9 is from Halloween 2018, when Michael completely obliterates Dr. Sartain's head. Oh,
yes.
God. It was brutal, nasty, gory, and I fucking loved it. I've never seen Michael
literally
do
forgot
that.
all about that, but yeah.
Well, yeah, it's so easy to forget about Dr. Sartain. He's so fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But seeing his head get turned into fucking mush was awesome.
Pretty great.
Yeah. I loved that part. And that is definitely probably in the top 5 Halloween kills for me.
Yeah.
It is brutal.
Right. Okay. So my number 9 is from the Nightmare on Elm Street series. It's from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, and it was Nancy's death. That one for me was another one I didn't expect when I remember first watching that, and I did not expect her to die. And and I know it was a very simple kill. It was very like, oh, here you go. But I don't think when people watching, I don't think they expected that.
Yeah.
So, again, that kind of fits right in there with Dr. Susan from Deep Blue Sea. And that's why I wanted to put them together. So those were the two, like, yeah, the kills wasn't as, amazing, but at the same time, like you did not expect either one of them to die. So,
yeah.
I wanted to pair them together. So,
well, that is it is a sad kill, because it still shocks me every time I see that film. I'm just like, man, I cannot believe she died. Because you don't really expect it. You do not expect it, because she is such a powerful final girl. And
right. And then they kind of took a different turn with. I just wish they would have. I like that they did part 2, but I wish part 2 would have been like one of the like a following sequel.
Yeah,
but I understand why they done it. Like, it makes sense. It's totally fine.
I can honestly say that may be Wes Craven's first final girl that he killed. Like, first main character that he was like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of them, and it's like, he kills all these people he cares about except for the Screamcast.
Exactly. Well, I think he's very, very. I mean, he's very intelligent. I mean, he was very intelligent. So, definitely props to him for that.
Well, speaking of Nightmare on Elm Street, my number 8 is from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, and it doesn't have to do with it has to do with Freddy's death. It doesn't really count as a death. He comes back, but the way he died and the special effects in that movie.
I haven't seen number 4.
Wait, what?
I haven't seen number 4, 5, or 6. I've only seen bits and pieces of number 4, but I've never finished it.
You've never finished Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4?
I've never finished 4, 5, or 6. Yep. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, and then number 7 is the new nightmare thingy with Nancy again, but it's not Nancy, it's Heather. I've seen that one. That's probably one of my favorites, but no, I have not seen the series itself. No.
They're not the best, but I would still watch them just to be a completionist.
Right. Well, that's what I want to, but it's so hard to find them without I
have the Blu-ray collection.
I'm pretty sure that's probably mine.
I fucking bought this myself.
I know. Actually, I really do need to borrow those because I actually do need to because that's something I do need to finish doing. But
well, I'll let you borrow them. But yeah, Nightmare 4, Freddy's death was awesome. Basically all the souls were fucking coming out of his body and fucking killing him. Like, all these arms were coming out of him and clawing at his face and shit. It was awesome. It was fucking cool. So I had to put that in my top 10. It has nothing to do with a person more than a monster. It was a monster that died for me. So,
Okay. Yeah. I'm here for it.
yes.
Okay. So my number 8 is kind of more recent. It is from the film Hellfest. It is Gavin's death. Gavin was the one who got the carnival hammer. The killer took the carnival hammer, put it over his shoulders, and smashed his head with it.
Yep.
And the CGI, not CGI, but like the special effects to that was so good. And I love that kill. That's one of my favorite kills because I didn't think that it was, I felt like it was going to be an off camera moment and it wasn't. And so that's what I liked most about it. So that's
Nice.
number 8. That is my number, 8.
You know, I was thinking about Hellfest and putting it in my top 10.
Well,
One of
do you
them,
want to
but-
know what I had wrote down first?
What?
I had on number 8 Cry Wolf, and it was the Ben character, the guy who he tied up to the back of a semi truck.
Oh, yeah.
But I decided to change it literally while you were going over your number 9.
Wait, and
because-
Cry Wolf?
Yeah, that was Cry Wolf, wasn't it? Not Cry Wolf. Sorry, it's not Cry Wolf. It's I always get that movie mixed with this other movie. What is that called? Wolf Creek? Wolf Creek. There we go.
I've never seen Wolf Creek.
Yeah. I believe that was what movie it was in. Either way, I'm glad I didn't put it in there now, but Jesus. Okay, moving on. What's your number 8?
It's my number 7, actually.
Oh, 7, sorry.
And it's a returning kill that I stated last year, but it's a little bit further down the list.
Okay.
It's from Halloween 2,
Okay.
and it's the hot tub kill.
Yes.
Where he shoves the nurse's head into
Yes.
the boiling
Yes.
hot water and her, oh God, that is brutal. And the synthesizers in that, oh God, it terrifies me. And that movie is what makes me scared of hospitals. I'm not like terrified of them now, but when I was a kid and I was in a hospital, the first thing I thought of was, is Michael going to pop out of one of these corners? That was it.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
terrified for years. So
No,
I'm
right there with you.
I believe that was my number 2 last year, but now it's up. It moved down the list to number 7, but it's still a very iconic kill.
Okay. I'm with you. All right. So my number 7 is also from A Nightmare on Elm Street. It is from the first film, and it was Johnny Depp's death scene.
Oh yeah, that was in my last one too.
That was very intense as a kid watching that. And you don't actually see anything physically happen to him, but he was basically shish kebabbed. So there's that. So that was very, very, very intense for me. Especially considering like the scenery. I really feel like I haven't seen that done in any other really big film. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
the
they've never
technical
really-
side of that was really cool too, because they put it on it was a rotating room. So they shot that upside down, and that's why it looked like the water was shooting up, because technically it was falling down.
falling down. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Trivia. Okay.
It's a good kill.
Yes, I'm here for it. Okay.
Let's see here. My number 6 comes from Friday the 13th, the remake, and it's the kill where Jason kills
unfortunate.
Chewie, the Asian guy. I felt so sorry for his death. It made me so sad to watch.
I didn't, because I told him not to go down to the shed, and he did anyways.
Yeah, but he was super high.
Whatever. Another reason why I hated
And
that fucking
he was
film.
trying to go down to find tools to fix that douchebag's family heirloom. He was going to go fix the chair. And Jason completely fucks him up. I mean, he fucking slowly shoves a damn screwdriver in his fucking throat. Oh, it was brutal.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That kill really killed me. It makes me sad every time I watch it because I like him as a character. I think he is a very relatable character. I think he's a very good guy, and it's sad to see the good guys die like that, you know?
Yeah, I'm totally with you on that. I hated that film, so I could care less.
Shame on you.
The only thing I liked in that film was I think it was Kay Panabaker that played in that film, if I'm not mistaken. So, and I love her because she played in a bunch of Disney films.
It's Michelle Panabaker, I think.
Is it Michelle?
Danielle Panabaker.
Danielle
God,
Panabaker.
fuck.
I knew that it was her and then her sister. And okay, thank you.
I know Jared Padalecki was in there, and I love him. I love Derek Mears as Jason. I mean, shit.
Again,
Good characters.
whatever. Good characters, bad writing. How about we just agree there? Okay, or not. Anyways, my number 6 is from the Saw series.
Ooh.
Specifically, Saw 3. It is Dr. Lyndon Lon. If nobody remembers who this character is, she is the doctor in number 3 who has the shotgun machine around her neck.
Mm-hmm.
And you spend the entire movie basically thinking, oh, fuck me, she's not going to actually die. And then she fucking dies.
Yep.
And that was pretty intense because it like showed it. That was another one of those moments where I thought it was going to do an off screen kill, and it didn't. And so I found that one to be very, very exhilarating for me and also frightening at the same time. So
there's a kill that's not on my list, but is a lot like that one you mentioned.
Ooh, save it, because I have an honorable mention too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I will definitely mention it.
Yes.
My number 5 is actually from the movie we covered last week in Haunt. You don't necessarily see the kill. It's at the very end. And
Is it?
Huh?
Is it the jaw thingy?
No, it's the part where the clown goes to that goes to the girl's mom's house. He goes to Harper's mom's house to kill them, and she knew he was going to be there, so she booby trapped the house.
Yes.
Oh. Yes. And she says that fucking cool one-liner where it's like, let me see your face or something, or let's see what's under that mask, something like that.
Yeah.
And then she fires the shotgun and it goes black. I think that is a very powerful ending.
Yeah.
Oh, and I loved it.
I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. I thought it was just
me
gonna be
fucking
like
either.
over,
I thought I thought it was going to lead to a sequel where that clown was going to, get more people or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like a prequel would be amazing for that film.
It would be stupid not to do a prequel.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, I'm with you on that. That was a great kill.
Yeah.
My number 5 is also from the Nightmare on Elm Street series. It's from number 3, and it is Joey's death. If y'all don't remember what death that is the one where he is entranced in like the dream and everyone's like, oh, Joey, wake up. And he he sleepwalks. So he was sleepwalking to the window. And there's a part with the special effects where Freddy is pretending like he's a puppet and he's on his puppet strings. And it's like these puppet strings come out of his fucking hand, like arms.
Yep.
And where his veins would be. And it was like, ooh, so intense and crazy. And then he makes him fall out of this really tall window. And then, of course, he dies. But that was an intense one for me. And that kind of was cringeworthy also, because when I seen his arms like that, that just like made my teeth hurt.
Yeah.
So
that is brutal. Yeah. I love that kill so much.
Yeah.
I sadly don't have a Nightmare on Elm Street on here. Last year I had 2 of them. One of them was in the remake, and I don't fucking like the remake, but the kill is justified. Oh God, you were one of the few people that love the remake. That is so weird.
I did. Isn't that funny that you love the Friday the 13th remake, and I don't, and I love the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and you hate it? That's so interesting.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is from the Evil Dead remake.
Oh God.
And it's the last kill of the fucking movie, and the Devourer of Souls, I believe, is the creature. The Abomination, I think is what it's called, rises from the ground, and it's raining blood and starts attacking Mia, and she gets a Jeep smashed on her hand, and she's about to die. She says, fuck this shit, and rips her fucking arm off.
Oh God.
Rips
oh my God.
It off.
Yes.
And she fucking gets up, grabs the chainsaw, and the Abomination is almost there, and she fucking puts her nub inside the handle, and the monster's like, I will devour your soul. Or I'll feast on your soul. And then she says, feast on this, motherfucker. And she starts the chainsaw and shoves it in that fucking thing's chest and saws up through its head. Oh, it was awesome. And it sinks back down to hell, and she survives.
Yeah, okay.
I love
Good
it.
for Mia.
Yes, it's a good kill.
Yeah, that does sound, that is very cringeworthy, especially when you just tell me she ripped her arm. So
You got to see that movie. I keep spoiling shit, but you got to see it.
So, yeah, I'm not okay with that.
You're like, I am at a loss of words.
I don't really know what to say, like, because that just makes me like that makes my teeth hurt thinking about it. Anyways, my number 3 is wrong. My number 4 is from the Final Destination series. It is Final Destination number 3. It is the tanning bed scene.
Ooh,
I am a lover of the tanning bed. I am. I'll admit it. I am. I tan all the time, frequently throughout the week. It is what it is. I don't like to be pale. That's just me, though. So yeah, there's a scene in number 3 where these two girls are going to the tanning bed, and oh, Jesus help me. This is why I don't like shelves near the tanning bed. Basically what happens is a screw comes loose in the shelf that's in between their tanning beds, which are side by side from one another, lands on both of them and locks them in because one can't open because the other one is also locked. So more or less, and on top of that, the heat gets turned up due to an electrical problem because the bitch brought a drink inside and laid it on the thing that goes to the electric outlet. Oh my God, it's horrible. Needless to say, their bulbs break and they're set on fire and they both die. So, yeah.
I wonder if they got inspiration from I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, where he zip ties her in there. Yeah.
I'm curious.
That's number 2.
I'm curious to know if that's what inspired them to do that kill.
Maybe. I don't know. But ever since I've watched that Final Destination series has plenty of good kills in them.
Oh, yeah.
Mind you. But there's very few that really get me like, ugh. And that's one of them because I'm a tanner. So that one to me is like, oh God, because it's like shit that can actually happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So, anyways, but that is my number 4.
That is a good one. These last 3 are very important to me, and 2 of them are in the same type of franchise. It's not really a franchise because it's a 2-part film. But number 3 comes from It Chapter 2, and it's the intro scene. No, listen to this because this is a very important scene.
Okay.
And a lot of people were turned off by it because it's very graphic, but it is. Have you seen it?
Well, are you talking about the boat scene? The arm
boat
scene?
No, not that scene. That's in the first one.
What are you talking about?
In the sequel, it starts off and you find Adrian Mellon with his boyfriend. They are a gay couple. And they're at this little fair in Derry, and they're going on a walk. And there's a group of guys, and they're very, very, very homophobic. And they follow them out and jump them and brutally beat them. And they throw Adrian Mellon off this bridge and into the river, and he's sitting there floating and drowning. He can't swim, and he has asthma on top of that. And they end up leaving.
Is this one of the kids? Is this one of the...
Nope.
Huh?
Nope. No. Not one of the originals. This is one of the first group of kills that Pennywise goes after. And he runs into Adrian. Adrian runs into him. And Pennywise picks him up. The boyfriend goes down to the bottom near the river, but it's on the other side. And he yells for Adrian. And Pennywise sees him and grabs Adrian really hard by like the throat or the arm and starts pulling him back all defensive. And he looks at Adrian's boyfriend and smiles, and his mouth gets really big and bites a chunk out of Adrian's armpit, like a huge chunk, and he dies. And all kinds of balloons float away and they disappear. And yeah, it was very brutal, very graphic. A lot of people were turned off by that being...
Oh, well, I absolutely can see why.
That actually happened in Maine, and that's why Stephen King wrote it. A lot of these things that happened in the book actually happened in Maine, and it was important to him to add that in there. And it was important to Andy Muschietti to include that into this story because it's a very important part.
I need to watch part 2. I really have been meaning to, because I know people are very divided on that film. Like the first one, I feel like everyone was very like, yes, they got it. It was very good. And then it's like the second film came out and everybody was like very divided, like
Yeah.
mixed reactions from it. So it was either too long or then on the opposite side, oh, it's so great. They really did it again. And it's like very, again, it's divided.
Yeah.
But I need to watch it for my own because one, I enjoyed the first film. I love, oh my God, Bill Skarsgård can have me anytime.
Same. No.
So yeah, so I'm totally for that. But yeah, I thought you were gonna mention the brother because I'll just mention that in a minute.
We still have 2 numbers.
We do. That's why I literally just said that because I have a feeling. I knew you were gonna add an it kill on here. I just knew you were.
Of course, Jesse.
So okay, so I'm not gonna say these next 2 really aren't. They're just regular kills.
Wait, you're on your third one, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So I shouldn't have agreed with you when I said, "Oh, these are meaningful too," because they're not. These 2 are just like 2 that really fuck with me. Number 1 is the fucking top. Oh my God, I won't even next year. I don't even know if this won't make this. This will probably end up making it too. So my number 3 though, on a basic look. What am I trying to fucking say? I don't fucking know. Anyways, my fucking number 3 is not from the Nightmare on Elm Street series. It's from number 3. A lot of number 3s in these.
Yeah, really.
It is Jennifer. It is the prime time bitch. And it is where Freddie sticks her head basically through the TV.
Oh yeah.
And that to me freaked me out as a kid because that's like, oh fuck, that would hurt so bad. Number 1, it reminded me of Stu off of Scream when they slammed the TV on his face.
Yeah.
So there's number 2 and number 3. I mean, just being electrocuted in general scares me. Whenever we were at the beach, my stepbrother Dylan bought a taser and it just I just had such PTSD from it. I don't know why. I think it was from touching an electric fence when I was a kid. So
I've touched a couple of those in my time.
yeah, I just don't like the thought of being electrocuted. So that to me freaked me out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my number 3.
I like that. That is a very, very iconic line. He's like, your big break on TV. Welcome to prime time, bitch. Yeah, I love that. And the special effects on that was incredible.
Was very good. Yeah, that was very good. So
number 2 is absolutely fucking terrifying. Terrified me as a kid. And it's from the original Scream film, Drew Barrymore. That intro kill was intense.
Heartbreaking. Is
very
the word
heartbreaking.
Yeah. Because it's like when you're watching it, like, yeah, okay, you expect it. You know what you're expecting, right? I mean, everyone knew that. But at the same time, it's like they tied in her parents coming home and her crawling. And it's like where they meet halfway and then she sees him, but she can't talk.
Yep.
And they're right fucking there. And then, they pick up the phone and then she's there. Oh, it's still to this day gives me chills.
Yeah,
Still.
it really does.
So.
It's a very emotional scene. And especially I wish I would have had the pleasure to see that back in 96, but I was born in 96.
Yeah, I was going to say, Chris.
People were expecting Drew Barrymore to be the main character, and the fact that she died in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore was at a peak in her popularity in the mid 90s.
Yeah.
So they definitely expected that. And when it didn't happen, that people were very shocked, but at the same time, that just solidified the whole,
that made it hyped up,
no one's safe when it comes to these films. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody had gotten so used to that final girl, thing that most horror films in the 80s and 70s was going towards. And then when it horror died out in the early 90s and Scream kind of threw it back in the fire. It kind of just started a whole new transition in horror. So
yeah, completely agree.
So my number 2 is also from the film Deep Blue Sea. Again, this is not my number 1 because oh God, I just can't deal with the thought of this. It makes me cringe. Number 2 is from Deep Blue Sea though. And it is the scene with Janice when they are in the silo and they're trying to climb the ladder and the ladder breaks and they are all freaking out naturally. And they're having to tie a rope down to get them up there, and she literally falls in the water with the fucking shark. And it's like, not even 12 foot wide by like 8 by 12 feet wide. It's very fucking small. And here's this big ass motherfucking shark, and she falls dead center in the fucking middle of it. And this motherfucker bites her in between her damn legs.
Yep.
And pulls her up. And then that guy reaches for her and grabs her. And I'm like, ooh, because I mean, it's just one of those moments where you're like, oh my God, like, what's the point in trying to escape? Like, fuck it, just eat me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at that point too, I wouldn't even be reaching for anyone. I'd be like, okay, just eat me. Like,
yeah, really.
And I honestly, when I was filling this one out, I really wanted to put in the scene from Jaws 4, which everyone... I mean, that is one of like with the 25 films that has a 0% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. But I mean, I will say that in that film that there was a scene where that happens with the girl on a banana boat, and that fucking tormented me because like to this day, even when I got on a banana boat for the first time and I was sat in that same position that girl was in. Yes, bitch. So, I mean, I was thinking of that and this Janice scene. So,
well, thank God we know Jaws 4 is not real because sharks can't fucking roar like dinosaurs.
What the fuck ever. Any fucking way. That is and what's so funny, naturally, that's my favorite one.
Oh my fucking God,
It is.
Jesse.
It is. That is my favorite Jaws
You
film.
like it better than the original Jaws?
Yep. Yeah. I can watch Jaws 4 any fucking day of the week. And that's only because when I was a kid, my parents had that film on VHS. That was my dad's favorite. So we didn't have the original Jaws or any of the other ones. We just had number 4. And I used to watch it over and over and over. And that just, I don't know, it kind of always stuck with me. Kind of like Halloween 5 in a way.
Damn, that is, people are listening and they're like, they're going to be able to pull out your top 5 films of all time. It's going to be like,
I'm working.
Jaws 4, Halloween 5.
Well, listen, I'm working up to posting about Tina and Halloween 5 and Jaws 4 to see, but I'm not just quite there yet. So anyway,
we just
so
hit
that's
1,000 likes. We need.
Yeah, I don't want to lose any followers, so therefore I'm not going to even say a word. Okay, go ahead with your number 1, Chris.
Oh God, I love you, Jesse. That is great. That's rich content, and I will remember that for the rest of my life.
Oh my God, well, you are fucking welcome.
Thank you. My number 1, surprise, surprise, motherfucker, comes from It, Chapter 1. It is, in fact, the Georgie scene. That is one of the most iconic deaths in horror history. I don't care if it's the book. I don't care if it is the miniseries or...
Yeah.
You
are absolutely right on this. Here's the thing. Let me just comment. You were so right, and I'll tell you why right now. Because unlike other films that are theatrically released, you hardly have I'm not saying you haven't seen this stuff, but when you take something as popular as It, okay, nothing as that popular has presented itself with a fucking child and actually shown that much graphic fucking you get what I'm saying? That something that graphic and that whole scene. I mean, nothing was off camera. It was all fucking on camera. Mm-hmm. Every bit of it. The part where he bit it off, the part where he tried to crawl away, the part where he reached for I mean, just the whole damn thing. That scene is iconic. That, like I said, I've never witnessed that. I couldn't believe. I was actually very shocked.
It hurt my fucking chest when I first saw that. I was not expecting it to show that because in the miniseries it didn't. So I was like, we're going to see that graphic kill. And then when it showed that much, I was like, oh my fucking God.
I was very shocked that they showed that. I really did not think that was going to happen. I just did not think that. I really genuinely thought, because when you watch the trailer, you thought, oh, well, it looks like they come out of cut it off camera, which is totally, fine, whatever. Cause we use our imagination. It's fine. And then when they didn't, I was like, oh my God, they actually showed this fucking like 9-10-year-old getting his arm ate off. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And, and I just, absolutely.
I've seen that movie 6 times in theaters.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I know you did. I remember. I know you did.
And that scene gets me every time. So iconic. What's your number one?
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Here we go. No, like this gave me such anxiety. It gave me such PTSD. It gave me the worst feeling in the world when I left the theater watching this film. It just stuck with my ass all fucking night. And naturally, it happened to my favorite character. Because, you know, when you watch a movie in theaters, you're like, and it's a horror film, and specifically, you know, one where, you know, a bunch of people are going to die, you think, oh, you usually pick someone out that you connect with the best, you know,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, well, even though I don't think they'll live, I'm totally rooting for them. So this happened in the film Final Destination 5. And it happened to the girl named Olivia. Now, if you don't remember number 5 had to surround with the bridge collapsing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So this specific one, this girl goes in for laser eye surgery. And this bitch, oh my God, not only does the laser break and it burns her motherfucking eye while her eye is in a clamp, okay? She breaks free, trips, and busts out the fucking window of like a 50-story building and lands on a motherfucking car. Yes, bitch. No. You don't understand. Like, you really don't, because when I seen that, number one, I fucking cringed when I seen the fucking laser hit her eyeball, because it was there for a good maybe 20 seconds before they cut off and she got up and tripped over herself and fell out the fucking window. But like, in all honesty, like, oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, I can't still to this day. When I watch that, I get fucking chills because it just fucks with me. I don't know
those
why.
movies, and I'm not too familiar with those movies. I've seen them,
yes,
but I've never seen them. I've seen the first one.
They
shot by
kind
shot,
of
but not
begin
the others.
to, how can I explain it? They kind of begin to be a little silly, but I feel like the kills get so much better.
There's creative as shit from all the kills
very
I've seen.
creative.
It's so wild to see. Yeah.
Yes. So there's our top 10. Do you have your honorable mention that you want to?
Yeah. My honorable mention is the girl from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, where she's in the van.
Which one?
The one, not the beginning, the actual remake.
No, are you talking about the prequel?
Not the prequel, the other one.
The one that is
one
a
they made
direct
first.
sequel to the first one.
No, the actual remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
2003.
Yes, the one where the girl they pick up the hitchhiker.
And it's a girl with a gun.
She pulls out the gun out of her hoo-ha and shoots her fucking head, blows her fucking head. Oh.
Yeah.
And the scene, like where the camera backs out through the hole, such a crazy scene, but that scene really got me.
It did, and I have when I first watched that, my mom got it on DVD because my mom is like the rest of my family. They love horror movies. And she sat down and watched it, and do you know what I had to eat that night?
What?
Chili. With, wait for it, chunks of hamburger.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah. I literally remember that like distinctively. I don't know why, but yeah, no, I am totally with you. Completely. So, and here's what's so funny. My honorable mention is also from that same film.
Is it really?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Damn.
My honorable mention is also from the remake of the 2003 film Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is the same one Chris is talking about. And it is actually the brother with black hair. I forgot what his name was. I think Luke in the movie or something like that.
I'm not sure. Go ahead and explain it. I'll look it up.
Yeah, and it is with a part where he basically chops off his leg, sticks him on a hook, and then takes salt and takes that salt and just slams it right on that raw meat.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think.
So don't you remember?
There's Morgan,
on,
and then there's
Morgan. That was it.
Yeah.
Morgan.
Yep.
Yes. And they had him up, he breaks his legs, he puts him down, and then he cuts off one of his legs, sticks him up on that hook, and then takes that salt on that bag and then just sticks it right up on him, exposed. Oh shit. Y'all just imagine y'all already know how it is putting alcohol on a bruise or a scab or like an open wound. So imagine your whole fucking leg is exposed and it's nothing but just raw ass 100 like salt right on it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Was it Morgan or was it the Kemper guy?
It was Kemper, actually. I think it was Kemper. Morgan was the blonde-haired one.
Morgan was the guy with the glasses, I think. Kemper was the one I think you're talking about. And the blonde-haired guy was the guy that got put on the hook.
Yeah, okay, so that's the character I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Which I feel so sorry for his death because he tried getting Aaron to kill him. And what does she do? Slowly stab him several times. It's like,
yeah, I know.
If you want someone to die and not feel it to get him out of his misery, do not stab him 4 times as slow as possible.
Have you ever seen the Cabin Fever remake?
No, I haven't.
Oh my, well, I don't really want to mention it, but there's an amazing kill in there and it made me kind of sick. Like I just was like, why didn't he just shoot her instead of, okay, can I just tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Literally the girl that got infected, they put her out in an outhouse. Okay. Well, she was so infected, like she was dying, whatever. Well, finally at the very end, she's like, please just fucking kill me. Please kill me. And this guy that loves her is like, I don't want to kill you. And she's like, no, please, like fucking kill me. So he's like, okay, I'll kill you. He pulls his gun up, goes to shoot it. No ammo. So she's like, figure it out. You know what he does? Grabs a fucking shovel and shoves it in between her fucking teeth. Not one, and he did the first time, and it broke her jaw. And you know what she said? She goes, "Try again." And so he does it a second time. Nothing. She still don't fucking die. So do you know what he does?
Do you
know what he does?
What does he do?
He sets her on fucking fire. And then wait, that's not the best part. He leaves. Guess what? The fucking gun worked. The fucking safety was on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I looked at JR. I said, what the fuck?
If
I would have just
hit with a fucking shovel twice and still survived, I'd be like, get the fuck away from me. I'm tired of this. I'll die alone.
With a broken jaw, she was like, try again. Like, oh, you just got to. That's another movie on the one out of the 25 movies that have gotten a 0% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah. So, you know, and I didn't really care. It was it was exactly like the original. There was nothing different to it. It was just updated. So anyways,
we did our top 10 kills of this year and I like them. I think they're pretty good.
I do too. They were great.
Everyone, let us know what you think of our top 10 kills and let us know what your top 10 favorite kills are.
Yeah.
And I'd love to know because I mean there's so many awesome kills and I would love to just hear everyone's opinions on them. So if you know, if you want to do that, message us on Facebook or message us on Twitter and Instagram. Just look us up on the Silver Screen Scream Show, or you can email us at the silverscreenscreamshow@gmail.com. We are also part of the Slash and Cast podcast network. And there is a shit ton of shows. I will not name all 30,000 of them. Just kidding. I think there's over 20 of them right now. But definitely check them out. They are very good. I've listened to almost all of them. I know there's maybe 2-3 more shows I still got to check out. But I do try to keep up with all the shows. So everyone that's on the network, I would highly recommend checking out. And I'm trying to think. You had some stuff you wanted to go over, Jesse.
Oh yeah, real quick. Yeah. So we've added 2 new little, it's really mini segments is what I call them. We'll do them at the end of the show. Basically once a week. Wait, we already do this once a week. Duh. Oh my God. I'm so stupid. What is wrong with me, Chris?
I don't know. I'm very disappointed.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, they're mini segments and we'll announce them each week. The first one is our horror comic character of the week. I made a post about this on Monday. Of course, comics and horror is something that a lot of people enjoy. I am one of them. And I thought, what a great idea to add that to our podcast and to our page and everything else. So, of course, naturally, with that being said, our first horror comic character of the week was none other than Laurie Strode herself from the Halloween comic series. I love love the character. I've read snippets of the actual comics themselves. Very, very interesting. If you have not read them, you definitely should. So there's that, and we'll be doing that once a week. Also, we are also going to be announcing our top fan of the week. We do have a top fan of this week, and we're going to start with, well, really not start with, it just is. I don't know why I said that. Our top fan of the week, though, is Ethan DeCourcy. DeCourcy. Oh, I got it right. Watch him be like, you got it wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways,
He'll
so
be like,
you are
it's
our top
Deckersy,
fan.
dickhead.
You are our top fan of the week. Of course, Chris will tag you in the post whenever this is uploaded. So congratulations for that. Thank you so much for being a top fan, and thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it, don't we?
Yes. Ethan,
Yes.
thank you for being a top fan right now. We appreciate you contributing on our page and commenting and liking and sharing all that you do. We do appreciate it. So you do deserve to be the top fan of this week.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
I believe we've covered everything. Is
We
there
have.
anything that you have to say before we close off?
The only thing I have to say is Jaws 4 is fucking great. Stay scary.
Stay scary, motherfuckers.